Radio. It's Jobber Radio. It's Jobber Radio. Oh, wrestling podcast featuring Matt Zion, Bomber, Rap, Scott, and Lee, and the one and only Peanut. It's Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. It's Jobber Radio. It's Jobber Radio. It's Jobber Radio. Bitches.
Well, how does Big Show order his steak? Well.
Oh my god. This is the worst.
Nothing's gonna top that.
That's wonderful.
So anyway, let's get this show started here.
I think he's taking the title.
Do you?
What?
Understand that I'm just spiraling.
I didn't even know this match was a thing.
Sammy Callahan as well.
No.
I won't.
What the fuck? What do you mean no?
That's an example of when it doesn't work.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Jobber Radio. I am Jake, aka Bomber, and basically everybody's here today except Lee. First of all, Scott, what's going on? How you doing?
Voted today. It's Ontario general elections, so I voted. So that's a thing I did.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'm telling some bad jokes about wrestling, and yeah, that's it.
I thought you guys had like a what do you call it? A dictatorship. You guys don't have a dictatorship up there.
No, but no, but Trump has said that we are national security risks because of the War of 1812. So that's your president.
Well, hey, if my president said it
200 years ago, before Canada was even Canada. Anyway.
Well, I can't disprove anything Trump's ever said. But anyway, we got Rab. Rab's here. He hasn't been here in a little while, I don't think. But how you doing, Rab? Doing good?
Pretty good, yeah. I've been gone for a little bit. Just got my Panamanian national team soccer jersey ready for the World Cup, as I know we're all very excited here.
Well,
we're all very
when you say we, who do you mean?
Excited.
Yeah,
we
Canada's
all in this,
not in it, so we don't.
all Canada's not in the U.S.
We don't really care.
But so you can all root with me for Panama.
I'll
got
do
my
that.
jersey.
I can give you
Oh,
that.
Panama.
I'm real set. Panama almost sounds like Canada.
I'm with you.
I agree. That's it. Rab wins.
And Matt Zion's here. What are you up to? What you doing?
Too much, sir. Didn't watch nearly as much wrestling as I did on the previous episode, but I caught a little bit. Well, I mean, what I did watch, other than NXT, I did not like. So I missed SmackDown. I saw a little bit. I watched before we started this. I guess what I saw, I cherry-picked a little bit, and I liked what I saw on SmackDown. But Raw is... that is something else. I'm sure we'll get into it. But yeah, yes. Tried to watch. But big shout. NXT is awesome right now. It's so good. Like, it got back to the level I think they were at before they got all their talent rated.
Well, they got a full fantastic roster right now. So
yeah, very good.
We'll touch a little bit on the TakeOver coming up here in a couple seconds. Peanut is also here though. Peanut, how are you doing?
I'm here for now. We'll see if the internet holds up.
Okay, not, there we go.
I'll just disappear, and you probably won't notice, because I won't talk much anyway, because I haven't watched anything.
Oh my god, damn it, Peanut.
Come on, man.
I actually just...
We can't
I'll just
both
pop
not
in
watch
here
anything.
Once in now with the one line. I'm going to keep the comedy up. I'm going to Google some jokes about...
No, we're not Googling any more goddamn jokes.
I got more.
No.
Post topic suggestions in the twitch.tv/reckless eating stream.
Yes, we are streaming live right now. So, if you need to follow us on Twitter at Jobber Radio, we usually post when we're going to stream live on Reckless Eating. By the way, I haven't done that yet. You want to drop the link so I can just like retweet it real quick?
I did.
That way I don't make myself a liar. Well,
no, but I tweeted out on my Matt Zion Wii account. That
did you?
Right now. Yeah.
So Bomber, in that situation, you retweet it.
Retweet. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna retweet
it. You should retweet it.
I'm gonna do that. Matt Zion.
You can probably retweet it.
TWEET.
Hey, have you thought about retweeting it?
You should retweet it.
We were live 7 minutes ago. I'm gonna tweet that. It says we're playing Fallout New Vegas, but you know, it's the same thing.
Yeah, you have to listen. Yeah, they don't update their titles.
That's fine. But anyway, yeah. So we do stream live from time to time, ever so often. So check that out. So by the way, before we get into Money in the Bank, before we get into Takeover, I have a little tidbit I wanted to throw in, or a question for you guys about what the fuck's going on Raw. Yes, things are weird right now, but I know a question.
What it is.
You do? What is it?
What's up? I know exactly what the problem is. It's twofold. Lesnar is a big issue. I mean, it's now. It's. I was gonna ask, yeah. If they had a strong show like SmackDown does in terms of talent, then I think you could hide it better. But it's obvious that he is an issue. Him not being there hurts the show dramatically. But I think the other reason is they just stacked SmackDown way too hard. Like they didn't leave anyone except like maybe 2 or 3 guys. Like, you know, some important dudes for sure. But SmackDown was just lopsided. And that has to be because they knew this Fox deal was coming. And they wanted to try to put some of their big names on there and try to stack it. But it's just, man, Raw is bad. And, like, some of the issues can be fixed. I think Bobby Roode could be fixed. Like, if they turned him heel, he'd be fine. But he is a horrible baby face.
It looks like they're working on it because he's been like kind of.
I hope so.
He's been a dick to Strowman and stuff, so that's in.
Good Lord, is he awful as a baby face? Like it just does not work.
Bummer. Was your question going to be why is Raw bad?
No, that is not. I had a specific question. I did. I actually
Let me finish one
I
last
thought that
thing
was the question.
No.
Bobby Lashley.
No, he didn't let him finish.
Yeah.
He'll get to it.
Okay.
Bobby Lashley is fucking abysmal. He makes Bobby Roode look like the greatest baby face in the history of our business.
He's real awful, and I haven't seen any of like his TNA stuff
It's good. I like
or whatever.
That's good.
And that's what I've heard. I've heard everyone
No.
good,
And it looks like he never left.
I've had just this thought of like shit Bobby Lashley from like 2007 in my head this whole time. Bobby Lashley, whose mother's Panamanian, by the way, go Panama in the World Cup.
Oh yeah, sorry, Bomber. What were you gonna say?
Okay, so I did have a specific question here to you guys.
Bobby Lashley was not good in TNA. Everyone else was just so bad that he looked all right.
It's not a realm of possibility.
Yeah,
I would say Peanut has.
That's not true. That's not true. You guys haven't been watching. I was watching.
I was watching.
No, you lying sack of shit. You lying sack of shit.
But no.
Wait. I have a question real quick.
You can go back.
God damn, I'm never gonna get to talk here.
Well, you won't. If Bobby Lashley then main evented a CCW show, would it be like he was Jesus?
No. You know
Oh my
what?
goodness.
No. There's no reason.
They would draw at least 250. They draw a 250 person house. Like, that'd be a big show.
Okay.
Anyway, Bomber, what's your question?
This is how we're going to do this. Okay.
What's your question, there, buddy?
No, my real legitimate question that I had is where the fuck are the authors of pain?
Yeah, what happened?
Oh no, missing in action.
Bunking with sanity.
No, okay, exact. That was going to be part 2 of that. Where the fuck is sanity?
A house show the past weekend.
But like on Raw, we saw him come out after WrestleMania. We saw him like the next week, and then they disappeared. They weren't even in the tag team battle royal.
I've heard from rumors that Sanity was brought up with no plan. That's why they're not there yet.
Well, I mean, there
was no
great
plan.
idea.
I know. I know. That's
duh.
Right, but they literally we got nothing for like. How hard is it to be like, have them have a match? Like, okay, now you have a plan. Make a plan. Just figure it out.
There's too many people in this company. There's too many people in this company. Like, they need to start having layoffs.
You got to have your 4-hour pay-per-views. That's the only way to do it.
No, but I mean, like, the thing is, though, is that they don't. Okay, this is a rant from Raw, but like, I watched as we were starting here. I watched the Kurt Hawkins match he had with the Jobber. Kurt Hawkins, again, I feel bad. I feel bad shitting on him because I know that one of my friends is friends with him, and that's like a little strange. But he does nothing for me, and nothing is being done for him being in that company. Mm-hmm. So why is he on TV right now? And it's not just him. There's a lot of throwaway people that have been with the company forever that they don't fire now because of the fact that Linda's in politics and they don't want to have that type of image as a company that they're just gonna once a year get rid of people that aren't working. But that's how you have to do it in wrestling.
Yeah,
you can't
they're not contributing.
People have long runs. Like Cody would have been. He's a great example. He would have been with the company forever if it was up to the company. Like they wanted him to stay, but they wanted him to be a certain mediocre version of himself. Well, instead he quit and went out, and now arguably he's probably one of the top indie draw talent around. That wouldn't have happened if he hadn't done it. But like a lot of guys could use leaving for 5-6 years and then coming back. I mean, that's why Drew McIntyre is doing well. That's why I'm trying to think of other guys. I mean, even Jinder, exactly. Jinder never would have been WWE champion if he hadn't left.
No, that didn't work for him. That was a different situation.
But it's still. A lot of these guys should leave. Yeah, leaving can benefit a lot of these guys, especially when they're brought up in the system. So WWE trained them how to wrestle. It's great for them to leave, learn some other things. One of the guys who's doing great is Juice Robertson. Good for him. I'm so happy he's such a success story because he was just like a jobber on NXT. He quit out of the blue, went to Japan with no promises, no guarantees, and look at where he is now. So, yeah, you're not. See, there you go. He sees 3 as another. Again, this is where that's why
I'm also going to throw in Sami Callihan as well.
Yeah.
No.
What the fuck? What do you mean no?
That's an example of when it doesn't work.
No,
you just give an
Callahan.
example of when it doesn't work.
I mean, he might go back. I mean, he might go. I see what you're saying.
I'm not saying he can't go back.
No, he was talking. I'm comparing
Callahan leaving benefited. 100%. Callahan leaving benefited.
He's benefited from leaving. Yeah.
He got a happy accident with the baseball bat, but still, he worked. So
he was doing perfectly fine even before that. But yeah,
they had hit him harder.
The only thing I was going to say before we'll throw it off is I'm worried that in like 10 years, because they're never going to fire any like group of people all the time, we're going to start hitting the point where a lot of talent's just going to be used even less and less. They'll still be on they'll still be being paid, but they're not going to be wrestling as much because they don't want to fire people as they used to. And then we're not going to have people that got to leave and got better and came back. They're just going to stay within the bubble and be like, Ziggler's a perfect opportunity.
I was going to say Ziggler, yeah.
Ziggler should be gone. He should just realize he should be gone, but they're paying him so much to stay. He's never going to get better. He's just going to stay at where he's at, which is still be good.
Because he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He's being paid. But if he had left, maybe he would have found a reason to care, got better, got above WWE, to be a bigger name, and then came back and was more successful. But instead, he's just in a tag team with Drew McIntyre. I'm not really impressed with them. I feel like Drew should just be doing his own thing, and I'm like, why are they a team? I don't understand, really.
Judging by what happened on Raw, they kind of planted the seeds for already splitting up, so I don't think that's the last.
I imagine, because it's just kind of whatever. But I mean, that's my only point, is that they need to start firing some of these people and not keeping a Sanity off TV, not keeping the Authors of Pain off TV, and like, what? I don't know, what are they doing with those? These guys are money.
I think the issue with Authors of Pain is they should have probably went to SmackDown as well, because the Raw tag team division has been fucked, and I don't want to keep going back to WrestleMania when they gave it to a fucking kid. But ever since that moment, the division has been an absolute.
Come on.
No, the division has been a joke.
It's been way before that moment.
It has been bad, not because of that,
but
it has been bad. It was a jobber battle royal for the contendership.
Timeout.
It's not because they had a kid win it. It has been bad before and after.
It has been bad, but it hasn't been a joke.
But you can't pinpoint it on that.
It is a joke. It is a joke. No, now it's a joke.
No, they did a jobber battle royal for a #1 contender. That had nothing to do with a kid winning 2 months ago. It was jobbers in that fucking battle royal for a #1 contendership.
I'm just talking about the entire Raw division has been an absolute joke. The #1 contenders are a comedy job team. The champions are just straight gimmick. I don't even know what you want to call it.
Here's the thing,
all that has nothing to do with
before the kid happened, the #1 contender was just one guy who specifically didn't even have a tag team partner.
And go back into December,
but it wasn't a joke.
It was random pairings.
It was a joke.
I disagree. It wasn't a joke. You had the bar as the champions.
It doesn't matter.
We can argue about this. We always do.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It happened. Whatever. What I'm more interested in, how do you fix it? Like, what can they do to fix the tag team?
Take it seriously for a bit. They go on their ups and downs.
They have to. Unfortunately, they have to. They for real take it serious. If Authors of Pain came in, they could just run rampant throughout the division, fucking squash everybody, and become a dominant tag team and build a real tag team up to come and chase them. Like the Revival can do it. We know that they've been able to be a legit tag team. The B team is funny. Like they have been pretty funny. I'll give them that. Yes, they've been entertaining. They've been funny. Nobody takes them as a serious threat. Even Wyatt in. Matt Hardy.
I hate them. I keep forgetting they're tag team champions.
They're the champion. Yes, they're still. I can't buy them. Like, they're not a serious threat or a tag team. It seems like they're not even funny. They're not trying to be funny, but they're just falling flat for me anyway. Yeah, they're not entertaining. It's not entertaining, and I don't know. They have to make it. They have to play it serious. But on Raw, the whole tag division to me is nothing but it's a joke. It's like ha funny. It hasn't been serious in before WrestleMania. So I'm just saying. That's what I thought. It's unfortunate that over on SmackDown you got the Basham brothers. That's what I fucking still call them. But the Bludgeon brothers. They're more gimmicky, but they're still a serious fucking threat. I mean, that you got the Usos. You got several other teams over there that are legit teams. Over on Raw, it's just a joke. There's just a joke, man. And it's sad. Yeah. It's sad to see.
All they left behind were teams that were always the jobbers that jobbed out to the other teams. And now they're trying to elevate them after months and months of them not ever getting it done. Yeah. And then Titus Worldwide gets a win. And then you get the B team coming up. It's like there's no one there. It seems obvious that a real team could just walk in and walk over them.
Yeah.
Well, should not be your cream of the crop.
The Revival is a good team, just they've never mattered since they called up.
Yeah, the two injuries really hamstrung them, unfortunately. But just let them run, let them go with it. Let's see what happens.
That's what I'm saying. Like either Authors of Pain, they need to use them, or send them to SmackDown. Because not even using them in a joke division is I don't even know. I don't know. It's just weird.
I feel that way. I feel like the Revival is the biggest waste of talent they've had. In the last year.
I can buy that. Yeah,
I know. Lee will agree with that. Like the fact that they're being bitched out as the jobber dudes, it's like fuck no. Don't do that to these guys.
If they're willing to have the Authors of Pain, like one not being what they were in NXT because they've lost their manager, and I would still argue he was a pretty big part of them. I know he didn't actually do anything. He didn't ever really do much. He would hand them stuff and whatnot, but I felt like when they lost him, I remember I bitched about it on here. I was like,
we all did, yeah.
It's huge.
He gave them a certain legitimacy.
He gave them like a flavor. Like they weren't just two generic dudes that were badass. They had this guy that had legitimacy behind him or whatever. Like I feel like that hurt them. I feel like because after he walked out, he saw him like one more time, two more times, and then they were just kind of gone. Like that was it.
No, they came out on the first night. They left him behind.
Yeah. But the idea I was thinking, I'm like, well, obviously then they're not like, they don't require to have these guys on all the time, but if they want to like legitimately make Brock a bigger threat, why don't they just like put the Authors of Pain as like Brock's like soldiers with Heyman and have Heyman, that gives Heyman something to do when Lesnar's not around. Can you imagine the threat of whoever's going after Lesnar has to get through the Authors of Pain as well? I know that there's money in them being baby faces, but I'm just saying, like, I'm spitballing, if they're willing to keep these guys who are actually draws, I think they could be huge draws. And if they're willing to keep them on, well, fuck it, give them something to do. Make Lesnar even more of a adversary that even if you get to him, you don't know if you're going to survive, but you got to get through these two guys also.
And I think the way to fix it, you've got all these jobber teams. If you just have the Authors of Pain start running through them toward the Hardy Wyatt combination, that's kind of logical. Like all these random whatever teams don't matter. And then the real team, destroys them. And then another one. And then another one. It's like, oh, God. And nothing's going to stop them. These aren't teams. That's how you can actually use this nothing division for something.
I've heard some shitty rumors lately. I don't know how. They're obviously just rumors and just, what if scenarios is what if they hold off until Dean Ambrose comes back and they form like a Shield 2.0 type team. Now, I've heard people talk about that, some murmurs about it. That to me sounds horrible. I don't. What do you guys? Does that sound good or bad to you?
That's not gonna.
I haven't heard that, and it makes no sense.
The Shield's too big of a draw.
It wouldn't surprise me.
But they wouldn't be called Shield or whatever. You know what I mean, like the vest and all that kind of shit.
Actually, that should be the name of the team, the Vest.
The Vest.
The block.
It's dumb and makes no sense, but I could see it. I don't put anything past them anymore.
Now, look at it from this standpoint. How awesome would this match be? Like, Ambrose comes back, and they reform the Shield this time properly and not, like, weird with random Roman getting fucking AIDS and Jesus. Yeah. But, like, all three of them are together, okay, cool? And then you have Lesnar with the Authors of Pain as his backup. They do 3-on-3. How fucking amazing could that be?
That could be fun.
Especially, like, because one of the problems they had with the Shield was they couldn't find threats for them. So they're like, oh, well, we'll put 5 guys against the 3 of them. It's that's not. I want to see like more of a, when they did the Wyatt family versus Shield. And I think
that was so good.
Like that, I think that is like, not obviously it's not your money WrestleMania match, but that obviously also means that at some point the rumor is again that they're doing Lesnar and Reigns at SummerSlam.
That'd be great.
For the record, to be fair, I actually really liked Shield versus Cena, Ryback, and Sheamus.
Yeah, it's a good one.
The Shield had great
matches. That was like a random group of people like, fuck it. But it was like all the super powered people. You go like, oh my god, they're gonna feed them to John Cena and fucking Ryback, who they're pushing to the sky right now. And
I think the big difference was they failed when they came back because all their matches as a unit before they broke them up, then none of them were main event guys. So when they would go in as a group, they looked intimidating, but like individually, they could be defeated. So that's why when they had that match, you're like, oh god, please Cena, don't crush these guys. But when they brought them back together, you're talking about 3 legitimate former world champions now. You know, like all 3 of these guys are a threat, and then they're like, no 3-man team that we have right now, no combination can take them on. So let's throw 5 guys. And it was just a fucking mess.
And that's why it was cool when Joe was kind of targeting them and having success. That was awesome too. And yeah.
It sounds like something silly, but I think one of the problems is that Roman Reigns hasn't let go of the music or the vest.
Yeah, I mean, because
like for when the Shield came back together, it was still just the same fucking music, and Roman looked the same.
How weird would he look coming out in like one day his music hits and it's like a variation on his, a little different, and he walks out in just trunks? That'd be weird. I mean, if he turned heel, it could work big time, but. I like Roman's look. It's I think
with pants. I think with pants he'd look good. Like pants and shirtless, maybe like real wet. And like hair's real wet and he's like real oiled up.
It's got weird
pants. You see the abs and you see the.
I like his vest look. Though. I've always liked it. I think he stands out.
I'm sorry. I think I got a little carried.
By the way, side note, I forgot to do it in the introduction. I'm butt ass naked right now, so I'm feeling good. Sorry.
Why did you do a Matt Zion thing? Like, that's something I would say.
No. I meant to say that in the intro when we were talking.
But Roman's body reminded you.
It did. It totally did. It reminded the whole Roman talk.
He's like, oh, by the way, I can see that I felt real good after that talk.
By the way, yeah.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in to Jab Radio.
There's Peanut. We knew he would come in there eventually.
No, no, I'm not. Look, yeah, the vest is cool, but I think it just ties him too much to the Shield, and then when they go back to the Shield, it's not special the same way it is seeing Seth wear his Shield gear or seeing Ambrose wear his Shield gear.
If they had the Authors of Pain and Lesnar like beating the shit out of Roman for like a couple weeks in a row, and then like they have like Rollins come out one day to try to help him, right? But it's 2 of them versus 3 big dudes, and then the next week they had Ambrose like make a surprise return. Yeah, that would get people excited to see a match.
Like, I've always thought. Like, when I thought before they ended up reforming the Shield, I always thought, like, that would be the situation that someday Roman's getting beat down, and then you just hear, da-da, da, and then I realized eventually, no, that's just his same music, so it doesn't make it can't work.
Yeah.
That's true. It would have to be Ambrose.
No, it works when you hear the Sierra Hotel.
Yeah, the Sierra Hotel. It would have to be. Yeah, I guess.
That does work. People go nuts for that. So, yeah.
All right. So, let's talk about we're going to run down the NXT TakeOver Chicago card real quick. Only 5 matches per usual.
It's been so good. It's been so good. I've loved it. I've been watching it weekly. It's great.
Fucking Ricochet. God damn.
Oh, my God. How
he is so good.
God.
So good.
Yeah.
Only one negative to him. Only one. And I feel like he's significantly better than he was when I saw him like 5 years ago for the first time. Mm-hmm. His promo work is not great, but it's getting better. And I think he's good enough that he can find because he's never going to be a badass on the mic, but he can be like a cool dude, like an RVD, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I agree.
I was going to say like a Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
No, more like an RVD. I think he's just kind of cool. He's just cool about him, and
Yeah.
He's not gonna tell you like I'm gonna kick your ass. He's just gonna do a couple flips and be like, look, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Do you remember RVD's first ever WWF promo when he attacked was it Matt Hardy behind, and then he had the turn. He's like you're next, Jeff. And you're like, and then after that he just went to be stoner the entire time his whole run. He never once got angry or upset ever again. So bad.
So when I look at the card. Unfortunately, it's going to be a great show. No doubt about it. It's going to be good no matter what. But it looks really predictable. When you look at the matches, it does look very...
I don't think it's going to have outcome, though. I think we're going to get some surprises.
Really?
Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. I'm excited to hear this. Then I'm excited to hear this. So let's just go. Let's go with the women's title match first. We got Shayna Baszler versus Nikki Cross. I know earlier you guys were shitting on Baszler. Have you turned around a little bit on Baszler? Are you still not happy with her? What do you guys? What are your thoughts?
I disagree that we were shitting on Baszler.
I don't know.
I wasn't. You know, I wasn't.
Maybe not everybody.
I was.
I know you were.
I would say. I feel like when you say you're shit. No, I think I was accurately representing how she was. That's not shitting.
Okay.
She just was very, very green and kind of boring.
Well, she's still very green. She's still green. She's still new.
Still kind of boring. So no, I have not turned around at all. Shayna Baszler.
Okay, so basically, you still don't like her. Okay.
I just think she.
I like her character is getting better. Like, she's more comfortable on the mic a little bit. She's basically just going to be the NXT Women's Brock Lesnar. But again, you can't really do that because that's already what Ronda is doing, and Ronda is going to actually be a draw, whereas Nikki Cross, unless she's joining up with Ronda, which is likely at some point, but, like, it's weird that they have the exact same character. Now, obviously, like, not Nikki Cross, I'm sorry.
Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler, yeah. But, like, Shayna Baszler, like, her character's good. She's intimidating. I like that about her. It's nice that she's just intimidating. I think she's more intimidating than Ronda Rousey is.
Oh, hell
personally. Yeah. She's just scary looking. Like, if I saw her in an alley, I'd legit be like, oh, God, maybe
you're going to get your ass beat. Yeah. I like that.
Her character's good. She's just still really slow in the ring. She's coming along slow. And maybe it might just be her style because she does more of that ground and pound type thing. She's more of a Lesnar, I guess. But she's just, I don't know. There's something missing with her, but that's why she's in developmental.
And this is true. It is developmental for a reason. We forget that sometimes because it's so much better than the actual product.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross, though, is awesome. I love her. Her character's fantastic.
And I would not be surprised if she won as kind of a sorry for staying back here with Sanity.
Nah, she's done now.
I
don't think she's going to win. I don't think she's going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah, I could see it as a way of like, Sanity left you, but you didn't need them.
I would be fucking shocked if Nikki Cross won.
Yeah. I agree.
I wouldn't
be Bomber, I can say this. I know you enough now. When you've said that before, and you've been wrong. So here we go.
I have to.
You have to. So have I. It's just funny. It's like I could see it. I doubt it, but I could see it.
Of all the matches on the card, I think that to me, besides maybe the world title match, is the most one-sided obvious pick.
To Matt's point, Baszler and Rousey are the four horsewomen. The other two members have joined the Performance Center. So they're all there now. Yeah, they signed them all.
All of them are signed.
Oh, baby.
They've got all four. So
matter of time.
I think they're going to do.
For real.
What do you think they're going to do, though? Do you think that they're going to? Because it's still rumored that they're going with Charlotte and Ronda for Mania. Yeah. Do you think that they're going to just do Charlotte and Ronda at SummerSlam then early, and then save like the 8-way for Mania, or do they really want that like one-on-one for?
Well, you got to get them out of developmental first. Yeah. So how long we're going with that?
They have a long fucking time to do it, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Probably depends how quick they can like progress.
I mean, if they progress as quickly as Shayna Baszler, then no, you're not going to make WrestleMania.
She would be perfectly fine.
True.
No, she is perfectly.
I love how it sounded like you were giving her a compliment, but you were just backhanding the shit out of her.
It seems much more like a Survivor Series kind of thing.
I love the. I'd never shit on her. I never shit on her. By the way, she's fucking trash.
I did not shit on her.
No, shitting on her means it's undeserved. He feels it is deserved.
As fuck.
Okay.
Bomber.
She's and that's just because she's. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm saying
what's the next match there, Bomber?
Look, no, real quick. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm just saying she's green. They're not the same thing. Like there's some people who I think are just legit shit. I just think she's just got a long way to go.
That's fair.
That is true. Okay, well, the tag team title match got Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, bullshit guy, versus, I can't even say, Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan. Yeah.
Because he was Biff Busey in PWG and CZW, right?
Yes, yep. He was CZW World Champion. Yep, sure was.
Yeah, he's fun.
But he's terrible in NXT.
And side note, Danny Burch, he is I would say he's not really a local guy, but he's been working in my local PWX promotion for a long time.
I thought he was the jobber guy that was losing to everybody. Like, remember when James Storm came in? There was that, like, bald dude that would lose to a bunch of people. I thought that's who Danny Burch was. So every time that I've been watching him lately, I'm like, why is the job guy getting like moves in? I'm like freaking Roderick Strong. Like I didn't know who he was. I have no fucking clue. I don't know why.
It was funny.
This match.
Yeah. I'm looking at these names. Yeah, I didn't even know this match was a thing.
Yeah, this
Granted,
match is weird because it seemed like this should have been. This match should have been really the Undisputed Era versus the British Strong Style guys.
I think
they're saving that
for
the
saving
UK.
It.
They are. It's for the UK tournament.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
Like later in the month.
Because that's what it seemed like. It looked like they were gonna build up to that to British Strong Style.
Yeah. And this won't be the worst match, by the way.
Oh, it'd be good. But
yeah, this is gonna be good. It just won't be the worst. The worst is gonna be Nikki Cross and Shayna Baszler. But that's just because Shayna's so green.
I mean, we'll see.
No, I'd agree with that. It's probably gonna be the worst match.
Odds are, yeah.
But like, still good. It's not gonna be bad.
Yes.
Like Nikki Cross is awesome.
Bad
so it'll still be.
Still good.
It's gonna be like if you took a poop and it only kind of smelled bad.
You're still satisfied, but it happened.
Still pretty good poop though. It felt great coming out.
So there you go. We got Ricochet, Velveteen Dream.
Oh, it's gonna
Fuck
be.
yes.
I feel like there's one thing that's working against them though. I think people's expectations are unbelievable.
Exactly.
Right now.
That's the only thing I'm afraid of.
Because
the build-up has been so great, and they've both been so
They're
good.
They're gonna deliver something awesome. It might not be the awesome we expect, but it's still gonna be
breaks
awesome.
his leg in like 2 seconds. He just.
That would be bad. Yeah, but who do you guys see winning?
I think this match will be. I think this match will be regarded as awesome if it opens the show.
I probably will open the show, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can see it opening the show.
This one's a tough one because I'm thinking like Dream is gonna face Alistair at some point for the title to rematch their awesome match.
It could go either way, but
but he doesn't need to win this to get there. But Ricochet kind of needs a win.
But they know. Here's the thing.
I'm going with no draw. I'm going with the draw. I mean,
no, there's going to be a winner. There's going to be a clear winner. There has to be. Like, there's too much hype in this for them to do a bullshit finish.
Yeah, no, it's going to be like, oh, I caught him. Oh,
yeah,
what a win.
exactly.
Oh,
it's not going to be like a finisher. It's going to be like a roll up or like something.
Yeah,
something.
I get to one guy wins the battle, the other guy wins the war, that kind of thing. I can't pick this one. I really don't know yet.
I was thinking about it now because like this has so much hype for like the really marky wrestling fans that I think that they might give it to Dream just so that they can have the rematch at the following TakeOver and like try to build this up and make it into an even bigger deal. Because it kind of has legs to it already. Like I want to see them fight a lot. I don't just want one match. I'd like to see a program.
Now, the one thing you got to remember is Brooklyn is pretty much like the NXT WrestleMania, basically. The way I've always kind of treated it, or I've seen it. That's their next one in 2 months. So, this could lead to a rematch down the road at Brooklyn. So
that's why I think I've actually just switched my pick to Velveteen because I think that if Ricochet beats him, it's done.
I see that.
Yeah, Velveteen is my pick. I mean, obviously, it can go really either way. But I've thought I wasn't thinking about Brooklyn because I didn't even realize honestly. But I was thinking that this is not going to be the end because it's been so good and it's been so hyped and I think just like you said, if Ricochet wins, it's over. But I don't think that they want it to be over yet.
What do you think, Peanut? Who do you see winning? You think Ricochet or Velveteen Dream?
I already said my pick.
Oh, you said that's right. You said no DQ, no. You said
no respect.
A count out. Or what did you say?
Get your shine box.
What did you say though? A count out or
I didn't. I don't know what, but I think it's going to be a draw of some sort.
Draw of some sort. So no clear winner. Okay, that's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, it could be a double low blow. Just kidding. That's not going to happen.
Shut the fuck up. But anyway, we got. What is the main event going to be? Is it going to be the street fight or is it going to be the title match? Is it going to be street fight again?
I think so.
Street fight.
Yeah, it probably is.
Not with Lars Sullivan. He's not main event. I don't think.
That's kind of. You know what? You probably. Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting match, but it's not main event. Over Gargano
This might not even go third. This might even go third on the show. I could see the tag team match going after this. Who knows?
Oh God, no! That tag team match won't go.
Oh come on, man! Danny Burch, man, come on.
No, it won't.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
It might, no, I disagree. It might go second to last.
I don't think so.
Who knows? Just as a spacer.
But they don't really do spacers in NXT. It's just all awesome.
That's kind of true.
Yeah, it's like a PWG show.
They just go. There's no. Yeah. They don't do that. It's 5 matches.
I'm excited. I'm going to be at the next PWG show. I know it's a little ways off, but we're going to go because they're switching to the permanent.
At the new place.
Yeah. Oh my God! It's air conditioned. It's 2-story. Oh, I'm so excited. Lee would fucking kill himself going, but
I saw the picture of the set, and it looks crazy that they have like lights.
Yeah. When that first happened, because we talked about it a little bit, but when that first happened, I swear I had like friends that go there all the time telling me like, oh no, it's just a one-time thing. I'm like, bitch, they had like full-blown set made. It's not one time only. Like they needed to use the place because I guess what happened was the old building that they've been going to, it's called the Legion Hall with Legion Larry. He's selling it, and that's it. So they had to find something else. So, but they're so profitable that, good lord, of course they can afford a place like that.
Well, anyway, back to NXT real quick. Lars and Aleister Black. I really do like Lars. I think he's going to be a really good bad guy, like monster dude.
He's doing it.
Yeah, he's doing.
He was fun in that ladder match.
No, but I think he's taking the title.
Do you?
What?
Whoa! I think it's possible. I think
it's very possible.
Why do you? Okay, I can hear this. Why do you think he's taking the title?
Though they don't,
because then Aleister can chase him.
Yeah, and there's more money in it. There's more money in it, and.
Yeah.
Again, you got to think of the next one is like you said, the next takeover. I think that there's more. This isn't going to be a one-shot thing for them. I think, even though there's plenty of people that Aleister can rotate out with, I think they're high on Lars. Like the fact that they had him talk, even though I don't think it was a very good promo. It was like 2 weeks ago. His look is unbelievable. Like he might be one of the scariest looking human beings on the planet.
Yeah,
he looks great. Great look. I love his like. He's got that like old like wrestler back in the day where they do like the pose and like he's got that like manly, rugged look. Like he can really fuck you up. Black, again, I said it when he won the belt, he doesn't really need it. He's a good person to carry it. He's not a good promo. And that's kind of I think that's gonna be an issue for somebody that's gonna keep the belt for a long period of time. I still think they should have put somebody with him to let him like speak for him, maybe make him a little bit more about the gimmick. He is amazing, by the way. I'm just trying to think.
Yeah,
of
I like his.
Little better.
He's more like the dark, mysterious, like not a man of like a lot
He shouldn't
of
be doing promos really. He's more like an Undertaker, and like it took Taker a long time before people like I got comfortable with him talking.
Yeah.
But I just there's something about Lars. I would not be shocked if Lars pulled up upset and took him down and won it.
Well, that would definitely be a shock. Yeah, no, I don't.
And I feel the same way about when Almas beat McIntyre. So
or
I mean,
like
I
did.
beat,
I was
Sammy.
It's similar.
That was insane.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, not too many guys do have long world title reigns going back in the history. So, I mean, it is possible, but...
Isn't it funny, though, you say that, because it's true. NXT champions don't generally keep their belts for very long. But does it ever feel like the belts aren't important, unlike the main roster?
Well, of course not. No.
Always.
No, they're
always
awesome.
Good.
So, like, there is something to be said, because I know we bitch, and a lot of wrestling fans bitch about the constant title changes all the time. As long as the storylines are good, though, I can ignore that. I don't care as much. Like, it's, you know, the belts matter here versus there, which, again, God, man, Vince, why can't Vince just, I don't want him to die. Vince just, you know, retire from WWE, focus on the XFL.
He needs to tear an ACL.
Every time. Should be a t-shirt.
So, main event, we assume, street fight, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. This has to be Ciampa, right?
It's Ciampa.
It's gotta be.
I think Ciampa, yeah. It's interesting because now it's like it doesn't matter what the stipulation of, he's gone if he doesn't come back. It's like, well, it doesn't matter who wins now. It's just a war, and they fight forever.
I love it was unsanctioned, now it's a street fight. Literally the same fucking match, pretty much. So that's hilarious. But
the career's not on the line.
Yeah, this is going to be
next time they'll do a no holds barred, and then they'll do a false count anywhere.
Yes, this is going to be
anything goes.
As we talked about with Brooklyn, I feel this is going to be the thing that forces the rubber match. Gargano won, Ciampa won. Now it's going to be to see who breaks the tiebreaker at Brooklyn. I'm hoping.
It's gonna be an execution match in Brooklyn. Like literally, one will have to kill the other.
But what if they have Gargano beat Ciampa and they have Black retain against Lars? Then you've got Gargano and Aleister Black for the title at what is going to be arguably their like big show. Like that's a big deal. Like that would be gigantic because Johnny's getting his rematch. Obviously, it's not against Almas, but still, that would be pretty big. That would be a big draw.
I was saying for a while.
And again with NXT,
winning in Brooklyn would be a pretty.
Those two for the title. I've been saying that's where it's going to go eventually.
Yeah, what's up, Peanut?
But again, as is always the case with NXT, both of those scenarios.
Yeah, they all work. They all work, and they're all entertaining. And
I like all of it.
For any of them. Yeah,
I like Aleister retaining and Dream winning, and they have their title match, or not happening, and they still like any outcome is good from what we're talking about. It's all good. That's why it's awesome.
Yeah.
Successful booking.
Yeah, it's either way. It's going to be a great show. I think it's a little predictable, but maybe I'll be proved wrong, and that has been done plenty times before.
But
so.
You know what the awesome part about it? Even if it's predictable, it's still going to be good.
Oh, I see. That's the
great.
That's the funny comparison when you look at WWE. You're like, oh, this is so predictable. It's going to be shit. I do feel this takeover is predictable, but to me that doesn't. I don't feel it's diminished at all. That's so weird to say that. It seems like no matter what WWE does right now, there's just that
why do you
weird
say it's predictable?
vibe.
But
No,
again,
I'm saying
doesn't mean
just
bad. Like that, people need to kind of walk away from that idea that predictable or cliche is bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want the cookie to win. Hey, he won! Yay, I'm happy.
I know,
that's,
exactly.
That's fine. But
It's
people
just
are like, oh, this is boring. There's no sense in me watching it. Is the level of
That's an
predictability?
unfortunate thing that WWE falls into.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
I mean, again, I could be
That's
completely
complacency.
wrong, and Chicago could be completely. I could get every match wrong. Who knows? But either way, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be better than
Well, we'll
Money in
find
the Bank.
out
So
on the Jobber Radio Prediction League, which you can sign up at jobberradio.com
There
under
you
Prediction
go.
League.
yes, there you go. JobberRadio.com, JRPL. So let's just go right into Money in the Bank because we got fucking 55 matches here. I guess we'll just start.
Let's move this along pretty quick.
12.
Yeah, we'll just go. We'll start at the very bottom here. Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. How about that?
You're not wrong.
We just throw out our
I hate.
answers.
I don't care about this.
Don't care, Daniel Bryan.
Cass is awful. What's going on here,
What's
man?
the
I watched
point
that
of
promo.
having them go again?
Because they're stalling for whatever they're planning for Bryan. That's all it is to it. Like either he's going against Styles or he's going against Nakamura, but they're just stalling right now. That's all there is. That's it. And they didn't want to give away Joe and Bryan because I'm sure they think that could be like a big match too.
Yep. No,
Do you guys think Big Cass is in the quote-unquote doghouse, or do you think they just realize he's not good?
Big time.
I think they realize he's not good.
Oh,
I don't think he's doing well.
I think that he's bad.
He's also very bad too.
He
Sure,
said-
he's in the doghouse. Like
He
you
said-
can tell.
in NXT when he got called up, there was the one WrestleMania 24. They talk about like the Monday after and stuff, and it's a lot about Enzo and Cass in their debut, and they talk a lot. And Enzo and Cass talk a lot about it, with Cass saying, "The only reason I'm here is because I'm 7 feet tall. I've been told multiple times I would have been fired if I wasn't this big guy."
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago, and he's that's still the only reason he's really around. And that's his promos. I'm big, you're not.
Yeah, that's it. That's all he's got.
Go away, because Daniel Bryan's whole
pretty
character
annoying.
is, I don't care, I can beat anybody.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
very
come here,
upset.
so-
Including you, clean, by tapping. So
I'm very upset that we're still talking about this match.
No, but I just want because I want to make a comparison
You're right,
just real
you're
quick because I just watched it before we started. I watched both their promos because they both Cass did one traditional on the stage, and then Bryan did one backstage. Bryan's was awesome. Like, it was great. It looked good. The only argument I would say against Bryan's is he does tend to go from talking normal to turning it up to 100 sometimes, and that can get a little annoying depending on the promo, but this was a good promo. I like how he basically just laughed at Cass. He's like, well, fuck you, I beat you already, you idiot. Like, you don't even know how to break my leg. You're not good enough. Great promo. Then Cass is out there cutting a 3-hour promo where he's just talking. Nothing's being said that matters. And then, like, having him, they obviously wrote this for him. Because then the stupidest fucking 2 lines were said where he was like, you can't beat me. Just because you beat me once and then you beat me here and you did this and you're probably better than me, you know my way, like, but you can't beat me again. It will be a fluke. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're awful. Oh,
That's so bad.
So, just so we don't get mad, we'll move on here.
Excellent.
Seth Rollins versus Elias, Intercontinental Championship match. Now, as we said before, Seth Rollins is fucking fantastic right now.
My God, he's so good.
Elias
He's not losing.
Elias is obviously one of the big, yes, his matches have not been exciting. They have not been great. They haven't been very memorable. But he is one of the biggest, getting the biggest reactions on the fucking show.
Over. Yeah,
No
he's
doubt.
over.
Very over. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Completely over. So Rollins, who's been doing the best work, going against Elias, who's completely over. I think this is going to be a
hot
fucking
match.
great match. I think it's going to be a great match.
Rollins will retain. Correct me if I'm
yeah.
wrong, but Elias has only really had, he was in the Rumble and he was in the Elimination Chamber, but he's not had an actual match otherwise, right?
Not on
On
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view? No. So this would be a good coming out party. This would be a good
This
actual
is it.
showcase.
I was going to
This
say,
is
this
actually
is
gonna
make
be
or
good.
break. Yeah,
Yeah.
make or break.
No.
Either if he can't have
Rollins
a good,
is good enough to make it work.
that's what I'm saying. If he can't have a good match with Seth Rollins on pay-per-view one-on-one, then he's a lost cause in terms of the ring. Like, this is make or break for him. Great character, but this is going to prove if he can hang or not.
You know what? I think you're right, because Mojo had a match on Raw that I thought was really good, and if Seth Rollins could have good matches with Mojo, then I'm excited about, and I thought was really good. If Elias can't do it, he's in trouble as far as in-ring work goes. Yes,
and I mean, like what Elias, I've seen of him.
I've always been real, at least as far as this show goes, real questionable when it comes to Elias's, especially in-ring. So yeah, hopefully he has a good match, because they could use someone because he's got a real good character and he's real over. But if he can't do it in the ring,
And you're right. And Raw, this is the time to step up. So
yeah, I'm personally glad I'm not the announcer for this match, because I wouldn't know who was who.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Here we go.
I know, just 2 white guys.
Yeah, there's 2 white guys, long black hair. They're both
long hair, beard, black pants.
It's soaking wet hair. Here we go. SmackDown Tag Team Title match. Bludgeon Brothers versus the Club. Does the Club have a chance, guys?
No.
Only if they want to shock people.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah,
that would be a dumbass move.
It would be dumb.
Even the way they're booking them on SmackDown, like lately, the Club's been getting solo wins over.
It's just to give you that false hope.
Yeah, that's exactly.
It's booking 101, and I don't mind it, but it's the Bludgeons are going to win.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. I'm still happy with them as the champions. I think that'll be good. Club they haven't really stepped out of what everybody thought they were going to do.
Well, they've never used them the right way.
I would say it's not that they haven't.
Okay.
It's not that they haven't stepped out of that shadow. It's that they just left the shadow on top of them.
They never gave him a fucking chance, because they should have always been attached to AJ Styles or Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
At every moment. Why not? I don't understand this whole they have to build on their own as a tag. It's like they will draw if they're a part of the Bullet Club ripoff. They're not gonna ever draw on their own as a tag team. It's not gonna.
They revivaled them. They just revivaled them. It's like, oh, you're only this good. That's all you get to do. No, let them actually run and do what they do best, which is be the second and third guy to a charismatic leader type.
Yeah.
Let them do that, and it'll be great.
When they were with AJ, beat up John Cena.
Yeah, beat up John Cena.
That was fun.
That was great. That was right. They were fun back and forth.
I'll tell you something that's not great is their whole nerds thing. That thing's too fucking cheesy. Oh, that's so cheesy.
I was okay with it.
It feels so bad.
It's fine, but it really shouldn't be what these 2 badass bruisers are doing.
Exactly.
That seems to be our problem. When you've got guys that can be badass bruisers, like you look at all the different wrestlers that are out there, and you take the ones who legitimately look like they can actually fight people and beat people up. Those are in short supply compared to the athlete. So you want to keep those ones and preserve them. Yeah. Don't make them be comedic, even though I get it. That's why it's comedic. Don't fucking throw that away. Like, you got your Lars Sullivans. Let him be a monster. You got these kind of guys like that. Let them be that type. It's
So it should be really one-sided there. Let's go to a match that everybody's really going to want to talk about. Bobby Lashley, Sami fucking Zayn.
Hold on. I want to pause on that. You said it should be one-sided. I don't think it'll be one-sided. The outcome's not in.
I also don't think it'll be one-sided.
When I say one-sided, I meant who you think's going to win.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean
I think it'll be a knockdown, drag-out battle, but the Bludgeon Brothers will win.
Yeah, sorry. My bad on that. Yeah.
Down to the match that matters, you're right.
Yes, Bobby Lashley, Sami Zayn.
Why are we talking about this now and not waiting to the end of the podcast to make sure people keep
the main event, right?
To hear this hot take.
You're right. This is pretty good.
I will give them credit for letting Sami do more promos than they ever let Christian really have. So cool on that. And he's doing fine with them, but it's bullshit shit. No, I mean, he's at least giving his all.
He's trying so hard.
He's making the most of an opportunity that is full of shit. Lashley, it's like they literally forgot that Lashley went somewhere else and came back, and they're like, all right, get the scripts from 2007. Let's go, Lashley. Here's what we got for you. It really feels like they forgot that they hired this guy who was gone for 10 years.
I will say, Sami Zayn, during this whole shit that's going on, I found a new appreciation for Sami Zayn, because as bad as the promos and skits and stuff have been, I still think he's done a pretty good job making them not the absolute worst thing I've ever seen on TV, because he is doing personally is doing a pretty good job as far as what he's got.
It could be far worse.
Yeah, he is actually doing a very good job, and I didn't think that he was good enough to pull something like that off, and he is definitely won me over with this shit that's happening.
Can I I don't understand the point of the feud where the weaselly little scrawny dude is bad-mouthing and insulting and calling a liar the monster destroyer. I don't understand what he hopes to get out of that, because he's going to fight him and get monster destroyed. I don't understand. Why would he be doing any of this? It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's like Big Cass insulting Daniel Bryan. Are you a little pipsqueak, whatever. And then, oh God, he's fighting me and I'm losing. But Sammy, oh, Bobby, you're nothing. You're a liar. Yeah, he's still going to kick your ass and rip your head off. Yeah, it's still gonna that's still the outcome. I don't understand the entire point of it. Oh, you're a liar. Cool.
How is anything that he's doing gonna help him beat Bobby Lashley?
Exactly.
Like anything he's doing, he's just being an annoying prick. But like, here's the comparison.
And it's not getting in his head either. It's just he's gonna make him mad.
And Shinsuke Nakamura and Styles are telling the same story, but way better. Like right now. Like, Shinsuke's doing things to get into AJ's head to the point where AJ's breaking character. But, like, Sammy just comes out and annoys Bobby, and Bobby just beats the shit out of him. The end.
Yeah, it just makes him madder, and that's the whole... Well, that's almost Lashley's gimmick. You got to get him mad to make him a threat. Thank you. Good job.
Maybe that's what they're trying to do, because he hasn't been full-on, like, pissed off yet. I mean, he's roughed up the transvestites or whatnot. I don't know, but I mean, that's pretty much it. He hasn't really. He still smiles. He's still super happy, fucking joy guy, and maybe they are trying to like push him to his breaking point to make like a statement or something. Make him.
Why?
So.
I mean, I don't know.
Sami Zayn gets a DQ win because he got beat up so bad. Why would he want that?
I don't.
What's that get? It works when Christian needs to make Orton DQ himself to win the title. It makes sense there. It makes no sense here. He's going to get an ass beating from someone who would beat him up straight up anyway.
Yeah.
Lashley. I mean, not saying that he'll win every time. Yeah, he would. Unless this bullshit gets into some kind of shenanigans, which look at the fucking feud. It's shenanigans. The feud. It's stupid. And we should all be happy about a Lashley-Sammy feud. It's potential. It's good.
And the fact that there's that really, really heavy rumor, like, and there's no way they're sticking to that with this, how bad this is going. But like how they want Lashley and Lesnar, they want that. That is like an active match that they're going to build towards. And like
every time I hear that rumor, I cringe.
Right? Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Can you imagine how bad it'd be though? Because Lashley can't carry shit, and Lesnar can't carry shit.
I heard that, but I thought they got rid of that idea.
I still think that is.
Rumors
are in the back of their head.
Yeah, rumors are always rumors. But man, I don't know. I do like Bobby Lashley. I know what's going on right now is not good. It's actually not just bad. It's horrible.
He could be great right now.
Because he's not good.
We know he could
Bobby Lashley is pretty decent. I've seen him good.
He's good. There you go. He's pretty decent. He's pretty decent.
To me, pretty decent means really good.
Bomber and I have literally seen him do far, far better than he's doing right now. This is just a rehash.
I've seen him in TNA.
No, you haven't, Peanut. You haven't seen shit.
No, his stuff the year or two before he left was so good. It was awesome. Give No Fucks Lashley was amazing.
Yes.
I loved it. Granted, like you said, was it in a big fish in a small pond? Sure. But it was still good. He could be at least doing that here and holding his own in different ways instead of being the smiley whatever guy that is just like when he left before. That's the problem.
Content he's given.
Yeah.
And he's not I will say this. He doesn't have enough charisma to pull something like this off. He is more of like the action, like in the ring action guy. He's more of the brute. He's more of like that. He does not have the charisma to pull off this kind of story, this kind of stuff. Like he is not good in that aspect.
Kurt Angle back in the day could be doing this, no problem.
Oh shit, Kurt Angle doing,
and that seems to be what they're hoping for. It's like, you guys, he was here for years. You know, he's not that good.
But yeah. Anyway, we'll move on. But are we all in agreement? We think Bobby Lashley's going to win? Anybody think Sammy's in?
Yeah. Sammy has no prayer in hell. He's dead.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to a way better match. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. Oh, God, this fucking card. Well, I mean, they're trying pretty hard to get this match over on Raw, but on Raw, everything is kind of falling flat for the most part.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you think this is main eventing?
Get out of here. Fuck you. No chance.
I don't know. Roman Reigns is in it. It might.
I know. That's the argument, but no.
I think it'll open the show.
No, it won't open the show. It'll probably.
No, it won't. It definitely won't open the show.
This is probably.
They're not going to kill the show right off the beginning.
Sammy might open it. I can see that.
It's not going to main event though, for sure. It's got to be the last.
I see a women's Money in the Bank to start the show.
Never say for sure.
By the way, when we talk about how bad Raw, so the Raw, not the Raw right after Money in the Bank, but the week after. So the Raw a week after Money in the Bank is going to be here in Miami.
Yeah.
I will not go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's because of matches like this.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
The first time they've been there since Hell in a Cell 13.
No, that was the last time we had a pay-per-view. We've had a couple Raws since.
Sorry. Okay, I don't even know how long there's been a pay-per-view since in Charlotte here, but I'm hoping we get one soon. But anyway, let's go back to this match.
It'll be the first like televised thing I don't see in they do here for probably the first time in a long time. But because stuff like this is why I'm not going to go see. I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to be there for 5 hours. I'm not going to be happy.
And that's how you.
My same thing is I
known.
went to Backlash, and I think about the main event, and I'm like, oh, what a waste of a drive.
Well, because you could literally, you can talk about how it's bad and all this stuff, and you don't watch it, but when you still go and pay your money, that's all they care about. They're on the base level. So if you vote with your wallet, all right.
It was a pay-per-view made, but I won't be happy. I'll be at Raw. I'll have paid a bunch of money, and I will not be happy.
It's too bad because they literally are talking you out of going.
Speaking of not being happy, who do you guys think wins this match?
Roman Reigns.
Oh, Roman
Reigns. Are you sure they're not going to try to do something with Jinder here? No.
No. It's.
I'm not sure, but
I'm sure.
Well,
I'm
this
100%
is to get
sure.
Roman over and make them cheer him, even though he's
about
being a bad guy to Jinder.
He is
the same. So when he was doing it to Braun, it was like he's being a heel. Like the bad guy's just trying to do his shit, and oh fuck. So it's Roman.
I feel they're trying to do the hey, we're gonna make him do heel stuff so he seems cool kind of deal. I feel that's
straight up heel stuff though.
Yeah, I know that's what they're trying to do with Reigns. I feel they're trying to do the hey, look, he's pretty cool. He can do this bad guy stuff, but I don't know.
All right, imagine this: center of the ring, Jinder Mahal has a chin lock.
Yep.
Locked on Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Ooh.
Roman Reigns' foot starts tapping.
Ooh, what? Wait a minute, hold on.
Going.
What? What's happening?
The crowd is building.
Oh, get up.
They've been waiting for years for Roman Reigns.
Roman?
The crowd.
You're fapping right now.
Don't take that. Don't take that, Roman.
What are you doing over there? Anyway.
Talk about the crowd.
All right.
He's clapping.
If he hits the Superman punch. Wait a minute. Is he gonna do it? Oh! Okay.
All right. So, moving on. We do have some interesting women's. We're going to do the back-to-back women's title matches here. We do have some interesting stuff going on here. First of all, we'll do SmackDown women's title match. Carmella defending against Asuka.
Big dong.
What?
Sorry.
Someone wrote Big Dong.
Someone called him the Big Dog, and I'm calling Roman the Big Dong.
Big Dong. The Big Dong. Man, what the fuck is going on with the SmackDown women lately? Charlotte, what has she done since WrestleMania? Absolutely nothing. To just
I was thinking that it's like everyone's beating Charlotte now because she beat Asuka. So it's like they're trying to put everyone on.
Yeah, they can never have somebody stand above anybody else unless it's like Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, or Ronda.
Or Goldberg.
Because why would Becky Lynch make Charlotte tap out?
Yeah, they sure aren't protecting her much, are they? It really feels weird.
Yeah, I assume that's to make Becky Lynch look more like a legitimate Money in the Bank contender. Because she's been fucked over lately. I mean, Becky Lynch has been shit on lately in the WWE. So
I'm saying that's going to be Charlotte's role for a little bit. I think she's just going to put people over.
Probably that's how I was looking.
She can afford it though. I think she could actually afford that. That's fine.
Yeah, but if they really want, if the end goal here is her and Ronda in the main event of WrestleMania for the first time ever, she shouldn't fucking take a pinfall until WrestleMania.
Or at least not as many. Like, look, it literally is like Roman and Brock.
Started at SummerSlam.
Look at all the stuff with Roman and Brock through all the summer when Roman was losing all this time. But now he's the Mania guy. Well, that's happening to Charlotte right now. They're Romaning Charlotte right now. Yeah. If they're doing that.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
But anyway, this is Carmella Asuka. What do you guys think is going to go on here? Is Asuka going to win? Does she have a chance?
God, I hope so. I really hope so.
The Iconics might get involved and cause shenanigans, but I think it's Asuka's time.
The Iconics?
I think they've realized that Carmella is a carryover.
The Iconics
just done with
SmackDown lately.
I mean,
wait, Carmella's not your boy?
No, so she stopped being my boy like 2 or 3 months ago. I just don't. I don't feel it anymore.
Now Ruby Riot's his boy.
Here's my boy.
I knew that.
Oh, that makes sense. It's been a boy this whole time.
Oh, God.
Okay, it totally makes sense now.
Now, anyway, so who thinks Carmella's? Let's do that right now. Who thinks Carmella's going to win?
I think Carmella's
My
going
hands
to win.
up.
I would not be surprised if she did, but I hope she doesn't.
I think Carmella's going to win as well. I don't want it.
Because
it's not a want. It's not a want.
Yeah, I did say want. Yeah,
they've long gone away from what I want.
I think Asuka's going to win it. I really do think so.
Okay,
but probably not. But I think they're going to go there.
I feel so defeated whenever I'm on this podcast and I start talking about the main roster.
I do have something I want to talk about once we get done with this real quick. It's just a quick little blurb. But all right, let's move on to. Man, I feel like we just keep getting worse as we go up the card. Well, the last one wasn't bad, but Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey. It started out okay, but the inconsistencies with Nia Jax is absolutely ridiculous. And we talked about it on the last show, and they've done flip the shit again the very next week, because now Nia and Ronda are in this weird fucking triangle thing with Natalya. Now, this obviously probably means Natalya's getting involved somehow in some capacity in this match. How? Who knows? She could help Ronda win, or she could screw Ronda over, and I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? But I think the end game, as everybody's been talking about, probably is Ronda versus Natalya. Probably at SummerSlam. I think it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be Ronda versus Charlotte at SummerSlam, because I know Zion. You said that I think earlier. Did you say that?
Well, they might move that up from WrestleMania. What you're saying?
Yeah, I don't think that can't happen.
I agree with that. No, I agree. They might.
Yeah. I can't be the only one frustrated with this Nia Jax flip-flop shit, right?
No, I'm frustrated by it, but I'm also frustrated as how bad she is at trying to be what they're trying to make her be. Like the whole thing on Raw where she was trying to be all checking on Natalya and are you okay? And Ronda's like, just back off. Jeez, go away.
Just let her be herself.
And then Nia walks up. Oh, I just want to make sure, and she's literally being like not even a bully. It's just bad acting. It's like it's not believable at all to see this. Yeah. It's like no, to stop. It's just
way too fucking soon to put the belt on Nia. That's all there is to it. Way too soon.
I mean, I think she's a credible champion. I think she's. I don't have a problem with her being champion.
I think she's a less credible champion than the 4'3", 20-pound woman before her.
Well, because they sacrificed a lot of good people for that.
This is true.
Woman.
What I will say from
am I the only one who's
back? Go ahead.
I was going to say, am I the only one looking at this match thinking, "Wow, Ronda has to carry this match"?
Yeah, no, I was going to say something interesting on that.
The whole match is going to be worked out. Ronda strikes me as she's never going to just do things on the fly ever. She's going to be one of those that has to do it.
She'll get there.
Oh, I know that, but I'm just saying, Nia Jax is not going to carry anyone. Ever through a match.
I think this match is going to have a lot of
people up on her shoulders and them, but she won't.
So here,
wrestle and carry on.
Here's the interesting thing from my perspective of it, because I'm an MMA fan and I've been seeing Ronda's fights, and she would come out and blitz people. We've talked about that before, but there's weight classes, and she only ever fought people within her weight class. So like 135 was it. After the weigh-in, you're maybe 130, 140, 150, and you fight. Ronda's going to be in there with someone 280 pounds. Now, I know we saw it with Triple H a little bit in that cool moment at Mania, but this is going to be something they can hype this up as like you've never fought anyone like her. Legitimately, you have weight classes. They don't apply here. They're not even really doing that. They're just like,
because no one cares about that.
No, that's I've heard them. That's a story, kind of.
They have. Okay, good, because this is the only time you can really do that. Because when it's Brock,
Stephanie said that a lot. Yeah.
Oh, she mentioned she's big, and this is
the flip side of it was with Brock. Brock had to cut weight to make the UFC weight limit, so he's bigger than everything. But Ronda literally is kind of small compared to everybody else. So it is interesting to have that dynamic. How will she fare against this in a straight-up one-on-one match with someone not very good? Because I said after Mania, I can't wait to see her in there with someone good. And now it's fucking Nia. I'm like, that's not what I... No.
I have a question for you guys.
It's interesting. I'm interested in this match, but it's not going to be.
What's that question?
Is Ronda already cooled off? Like, is she already not nearly as special as she was?
I think so.
Mania?
I don't think she's like been in the water or anything, or that she's bored. I don't think she's been in the water, and I don't think she's boring yet.
I think they fucked it up.
But I do think she's considerably cooled off. I do think we're way past the point when people are going like, "Oh shit, I'm going to Raw. I want to see Ronda Rousey."
Yeah. No, the problem is like they're still popping when she comes out, except she's never wrestling. So you're not surprised when you see her. It's just she's in her jacket and ringside. There's nothing cool about it. She's just there.
She was never going to be a full-time person. Like that would be dumb to do that with her. You would be wasting money.
But I hate to say it, but they should be Lesnaring her where she's just not there.
Like every 3 months
to
at a
make
time
it
or
a
something.
special attraction.
But she's always there. Lesnaring might start on next Sunday.
But it's literally she's always there. But it's always this like, oh, Ronda's here. Oh, she's not doing anything. Hey, Ronda's here. Oh, she's not doing it. That's wearing
she can't do anything. That would expose all the things wrong with Ronda Rousey.
She could judo throw someone like Mickey. That was awesome. That brief moment. There's no harm in having that interaction.
Yeah, but then there was when she had tried to judo throw. Who's the other fake MMA girl?
Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville.
She's so fucked. She's so fucked. She needs a gimmick overhaul now. She's not actually a badass, and now we have two actual badasses doing that.
I mean, Sonya used to do MMA.
No, she did. Like, look, though, her record's like nothing.
Her matches are good.
I didn't think she was a great, but she was an MMA fighter.
She's not legit though.
She's Daniel Pewter level legit.
Yes, exactly. That's a perfect example.
Oh,
it's
man.
legit, but
remember when he made Kurt Angle tap out, and then we found out later it was because Angle was like hopped up on every drug known to man. That's cool.
To answer your question, whether or not she's cooled off, I still feel like she is special, and the only way they can ruin that, I feel, is what they are doing. And by putting her, by putting her on fucking commentary.
It's not wrong.
By putting her on commentary each week.
It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
By putting her on commentary each week, that is destroying Ronda. She is so bad on commentary. Like, for a lot of people with charisma, like, that works. Throw people on commentary, they can get themselves over. Ronda gets over by doing other things, in action stuff.
She shouldn't be talking.
Holy
she should be doing
shit.
it. She should be her words are her actions.
She's like She's like the
this isn't natural to her yet.
Yeah.
No.
She has to think about what she's doing. That's a lot of the problem.
It is. When you see her in the ring and just switch into that bitch face, it's like the crowd loves it. She can literally change her expression and the crowd goes apeshit because they know what it is. No one else can do that. So yeah, let's let her do that.
She still has that moment whenever she's in a ring, like when she's wrestling, where she thinks, "Okay, let me not break this person's arm. Okay, I gotta remember, I'm not allowed to kill this person."
Yes. I think she actually.
And I think that's a lot of the problem because you can. Was it Pino who just said it? You can tell she's thinking. She's thinking.
Yeah, I can see that.
Now look, we saw what she did at WrestleMania. She put on, in my opinion, the match of the night. Who fucking knows? The crowd is going to be hot. I heard somebody say that. The crowd is going to be hot for this match. Mm-hmm. Now, who fucking knows? She could come out. They can have a lot of shit thrown in, a lot of Natalya shenanigans stuff, and just have a lot of heat in this match. Not be a straight, one-on-one clean match, and it be good.
I still, even that scenario, I see it being okay.
Here's the difference. Triple H. For all the stuff, he's not one of my favorites, I know, but he is literally one of the best there is in there at doing stuff like that and making moments. And Stephanie McMahon is a McMahon, and they are some of the best at doing their performance-type antics. That helped Ronda. This is Nia Jax.
I see what you're saying. Yes, it's a major step down. I do agree. But
I see what you're saying.
I think it could be match of the night. It could be good. I think Ronda does have a chance of making this work. The problem is how much will I care because the build-up's been trash. Because my problem
that's really more what I'm thinking is I'm caring less and less.
It's ruining Ronda is what I'm really trying to get. I don't really give a fuck about her feud with Nia at all. I'm convinced that I think the right idea is Ronda versus Charlotte at WrestleMania. I think that's a great idea to have the women get the slot for the first time. Then if they're going to get it, that's the match that I would like to see the most. And yet it's like they're already watering down Ronda because, again, this fucking company, unless you're Brock Lesnar, essentially the company's more important as a brand than it is building up stars. Like they just don't want to do that. Ronda's a natural star, but it feels like she's just, like you said, Jake, commentary. No, shouldn't be talking. Should bare minimum. Her talking should be she grabs your arm and she breaks it. because people loved that shit. When she did that to Stephanie, they went ape shit.
Great.
Have her be that character. I don't want Ronda doing promos. I don't want her to be a traditional wrestler. Make her the Lesnar of the women's division, and it'd be fine.
And you know what works interesting with that too? Like when she's out there, she's all like happy, joking stuff, gets into fight mode, rips your arm off. People love it. She hops back up smiling. That works for her. Normally, she'd be like, "Oh, you should still be upset." No, she can just turn it on, and you're done. That's no one else.
You know
has
when
that
you
character.
actually fucked with her. You know.
I just thought of something. Listen to this. Say Ronda Rousey wins. Boom. Raw men's champion Brock Lesnar, women's champion Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah.
Boom. Two MMA. Yeah, two MMA UFC former champions. Leading the Raw.
Oh, I thought you meant like they were going to be in a match together.
What?
I'd watch the match.
I was thinking that too.
I would watch that. I do think Ronda is winning. Unless here,
I think Natalya is gonna. They've been building up this weird, like all of a sudden she has a best friend.
Yeah, but what about if they have her win and then Natalya's just the first person that challenges?
I will say
that's how they could explain
that's
that.
your betrayal.
This is what I'm going with.
I've seen Stephanie is the one to go in there and is the one who turned Nia, and that explains that. And Natalya fits with all that too, and everyone stacks the deck, and it's Stephanie created women and whatever.
No, they're just gonna have Stephanie pay Nia Jax off. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh, God.
Stephanie needs to turn ACL.
What if Stephanie jerked Nia Jax off?
That's possible, but I'm just gonna throw.
Like most girls.
This is what's gonna happen.
That's what it is. She's a tranny. We've confirmed it.
Ronda Rousey.
Not like most girls. You know she has a penis.
Ronda Rousey will win. But it will not be a title change. That is what I'm going with. Ronda Rousey will win, probably via DQ or some other bullshit. They're not going to give Ronda a loss, but I don't believe she's going to become the champion.
I think she could lose. She could not lose Mania, but she can lose now. She can lose now.
I think she can lose dirty.
Oh, she can, sure, but I don't think it'll happen.
No, I mean, I don't think that they'd be. I don't think they're afraid to do that, and I don't think.
No, because Nia would be able to be like, "I beat Ronda Rousey" or whatever.
And that's what I think is going to happen. I think she's going to lose. I think Natalya, her brand new, suddenly we're sisters, fucking best friend is going to turn on her. Because why else would Natalya exist?
I will also.
I feel like but that would kind of make Natalya a fucking retard, though.
I'm not saying it
wouldn't Natalya help Ronda get it and then try to get the belt from Ronda because she knows her better and she'd have a better chance instead of costing her it and then fighting her for nothing?
Here was my thinking was
who cares? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the way they do these things.
He's right.
That's true. It's not how they do things.
The way they've been.
You're right. I'm using logic and reason and
the way they've been booking Nia.
Zion?
Yeah, the way they've been fucking with Nia has completely taken me out of this. Everything that I thought was going to be good about this story, the match can be fine. The story has been ruined with everything they're doing with Nia. And the funny thing is,
I never thought there was going to be anything positive about this. So,
well, I was hopeful, but the thing is, you go to WWE.com, you go to YouTube, and you see the advertisements and stuff. All the advertisements, by the way, all I see is Nia Jax, Ronda Rousey on all the advertisement images.
That's because you market your biggest draw on the thing.
Which is hilarious. It's not AJ. It's not AJ. It's not Nakamura. It's not the big money in the bank.
They don't appeal to casual audiences.
That's crazy.
Ronda does. It's not crazy. That's why they bought her in.
The people writing the shows and producing it are not the same people who's doing the marketing. That's a totally different slash line in the company.
This is fun to me. This is good.
Vince McMahon does not see the posters until ever.
I mean,
that's totally true. He doesn't see them until they're on TV. He doesn't give a fuck about that shit. That has nothing to do with him. And then he'll just yell at him. I bet you that's so Vince. They'll be airing the pay-per-view, and he's not impressed with the intro because he never saw it until now. And then he's just fire that piece of shit and get a new one. That's how he...
No, what happens, he walks by the poster, he goes, why the hell's Apollo Crews on the poster? And it's actually Bobby Lashley. And then...
Oh, my God. So, moving on, a couple more matches here. Women's Money in the Bank, Ember Moon, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Natalya, Lana, Naomi, and Sasha Banks. Now, Alexa Bliss... What's up?
Becky Lynch.
Winning?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Really?
I also think so.
I
wish it was Alexa Bliss.
And I hope so. But honestly, hey, what if it was Natalya and Ronda, you won, and it was a hard-fought one, and I cash in right now, you bitch.
No, that's two.
No, I can't. I can't go with Becky.
Okay. You want my? Are you ready?
Yeah.
I want 3 points.
I am picking the Roman Reigns of the women's division.
Oh, Lana.
Ooh, ah! No, it's definitely got to be what's her name? Little tiny thing I hate.
Bliss?
You guys all think.
Alexa
There you
Bliss?
go.
Yeah. It very good chance Alexa Bliss wins. I think it's going to be a Raw woman winning. I mean, we don't. It doesn't necessarily always have to be, a Raw woman and a guy SmackDown, but I think it will be. I think it's going to be a male SmackDown and a Raw woman. When you look at it, I think it is going to be Bliss. I'm going to go Bliss as well. I think because, I mean, she is selling an injury right now. So is Natalya selling an injury, which is kind of weird that they're both doing an injury angle. I don't know what that's about, but what?
Because it's stupid. Because it's so stupid.
I guess there's no. I should think that there's a reason.
Why do they have two people doing the same angles? Because they're dumb.
On the same night. It both happened on Raw this past week too. So.
Thanks, Road Dog.
Yeah, it's a Raw thing. Thanks, Road Dog. Anyway. Man, I think it'll be a good match. There's some stuff in there. I'm interested to see what Lana does because Lana's always like she's getting over
Alexa's
really big.
The smart pick though, because she's just she can talk really well. And like Lana can't too sure, but Alexa's actually a threat. They like her a lot. Then this gives her something to do without giving her the belt right away. So she can just talk shit and tease it for 6 months, and then whatever plans they have, they could do.
Yeah, personally, I'm big on Ember Moon. I would love Ember Moon to win. That'd be great.
I like her too. Her entrance is amazing.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening, but I really like her a lot. I hope she does.
Yeah, no, I think she's great, but I think
she's the
great.
best seller.
It's like Shinsuke last year. It's a cool idea, but not happening.
Yeah. If I had to put money on it, I would go Alexa Bliss, just because when I look at all of them, man, I can easily see her walking around with that fucking briefcase, being a little fucking shit, and everybody just being a perfect heel with that briefcase. So, but
yeah, that actually sounds like a really good idea. But I feel like I think they might actually go Becky Lynch this time. I really think they might go
Becky Lynch.
We need a good guy to have it this time. That's what I'm thinking.
I can easily see Becky Lynch on the SmackDown. If a SmackDown woman won, I would pick Becky Lynch because obviously Charlotte's not going to win it. Charlotte don't need it. To me, she's the least likely person to win, which probably means now they said that she's probably going to fucking win.
Just add to that Flair legacy. That's all you need to have her win. There's more shit. They'll have her tap out Asuka and else. Yeah, at this point, the Flair will do everything. I wouldn't be surprised, but it shouldn't happen.
But I think it'll be a pretty good match, and I think this is what should open the show, I feel. Or, I mean, they might do the men's to open the show, but I feel like this will probably open the show, and it'll be good.
Oh, I hope this doesn't close the show.
No.
I hope so.
No, it won't close it.
No, I think AJ Nakamura will finally... No, I think AJ...
Actually, has the Money in the Bank match ever closed the Money in the Bank pay-per-view?
Yeah, I think it...
Has it? I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't think it has.
No, I think it did last year, did it not?
So they could...
Did it?
No,
yeah, pretty sure. No.
I'll look it up.
The women's didn't? No, wait, hold on, time out.
I thought the women did.
I know Baron Corbin won.
That's what I was... Oh, okay.
No, dude, I'll look it up. Don't worry.
No, the men's did. The men's did last year. You're right.
I think so.
The men's did last year. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say.
But they could.
So has that ever happened? I literally did not remember a year back.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought it did, but anyway. No, I think it will be AJ Nakamura this year. I think this is their blow-off match, their final. Hopefully, their final
last
shindig.
man standings are so boring sometimes, though. It's kind of a hard match to do. It's hard to keep people invested in it because it just gets boring quick.
I actually think
unless they just keep kicking each other in the head.
I actually think that they're going to actually be able to work with this because they've been doing the kind of slow matches, but the crowd's not been into it. Yeah. This stipulation is going to work for them this time, and they will be into it. And it'll work for them.
It's been so good.
So we might as well go right into that match. We'll do the men's last. Let's go into last man standing match. I think this is what I'm thinking. Me personally, I'm kind of I'm not completely fed up and done with this feud, but it's really lost all its luster for me. So I think this match is going to come along, and I think this is going to be. Each match has been getting better as they go. And I think this one's going to be the one where I'm like, whatever, I'm not really excited. And then I think they're going to knock it out of the park. I think that's what's going to happen here. I think they're going to main event and fucking do great.
They're not going to main event. This will be a main event.
Okay.
That's what I think. Because if Shinsuke wins, they have to rematch still. So it's not over yet. But also, I think AJ is going to wear a cup.
Finally.
Did you say wear a condom?
What a
was that
fucking
last word?
retard.
He's gonna wear a cup.
Worked you for months, brother.
Yeah, it should have happened a while back, but it's gonna happen now. He's gonna wear a cup, and they'll both do the double low blow, and then he'll get up before the 10 count.
Nakamura's winning it all, though. I honestly think the plan is Styles and Bryan at SummerSlam. Like I think that's what they're going for.
I honestly feel like Nakamura has no chance of winning this.
I think he's got a chance because I could see them easily wanting Bryan and Styles to be like later, and then going with Nakamura and Styles, or no, I'm sorry, Nakamura and Bryan, because that way, because I'm sure Bryan's talked for years about that's like the one guy he wanted to match with the most, so they could do that. Bryan has to get through him, gets through him, and then they can do Styles. Now, I mean, the nice thing about SmackDown is we're sitting here and there's so many fucking combinations of awesome feuds they can do, and Raw is like, God, Bobby Lashley is awful.
Isn't it crazy? I was gonna say this earlier, but when they moved over Samoa Joe, I was like, him too?
Yeah,
all right.
That
like
shit,
you didn't need to move him. Okay.
Hey man, they're gonna put that show. That show's gonna be on Fox right there on broadcast television.
Yeah, baby. Hey, yeah, right before my newscast. Yeah, there we go. Sorry.
I kind of want Nakamura to win, but I'm also kind of want Styles to win. I like both of them are doing great work, but Nakamura, he's so good at being annoying. But
he's such a prick. He is such a prick.
He turned it around. He kind of earned it if he wins it, I think.
I love it.
Yeah, 100%. We were talking about it, months ago. Like, man, just Shinsuke, what are we doing with this guy?
Well, we were asking for him to be healed,
and now he's such a prick. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
That the contract signing was so much fun.
It was great. It was so good.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
I love how he fucking grabbed the first pen, like out the ink. And then second pen, of course, he has Style handed over to him. Great heel tactic. Then he fucking says like broken. And I love. He gets smacked pretty.
And he just had one in his pocket.
The look on his face when he hold it out was fantastic. Like that was his plan all along. He's like, I was worth taking a slap in the face.
Yeah, it's.
And
I want him to win. I really hope he does.
Yeah, I'd like to see more Nakamura. I like this. Sure.
But it would also be great if Styles just kept it and it was still champ. Nothing wrong with that either.
Agree, man.
A dominant champion is a good thing sometimes. So yeah.
Yep. And he's with definitely one of the worthy champions, unlike some of the ones we have right now. But either way, I think this will be their best. I think this will be our best one yet. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's not hard to say that though, because the first Mania was I think a good match. Well, not what everybody wanted, and then the other one, let's just not speak of it.
But I think this one literally, like I said, it's going to actually work in their favor the way the stipulation is. I think not only will it be better, but that's why it'll actually have that.
See, Zion, I thought they've progressively got better. The WrestleMania match was boring as shit to me. Then their greatest Royal Rumble match was okay. It was a double count out.
Nothing's wowed me though.
Nothing has wowed me compared to who they are and what they should be doing. But I think, and then Backlash was pretty good. Kind of a shit finish, but again, the match got better than the other one. So I'm hoping this one gets the good finish, gets the good match, and everything works out perfect. But we'll see.
Styles over in 5.
Files over in 5. Is it 5? Was that 5 minutes?
Yeah,
5 seconds?
Somehow he's going to defy time.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Kick him in the dick and beat him in 5 seconds on a 10-second count. I love it.
Yep.
I didn't say 5 seconds. I said 5 minutes.
Did. It's confirmed. You can go back and replay it. 5 seconds. That's what he said. Right
Yep. All right, so we'll go to the last match here. Men's Money in the Bank. Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, The Miz, Rusev, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and a New Day. I didn't see all of SmackDown. Did they name a New Day member yet or no?
Nope.
Okay, they're probably going to wait till the fucking actual pay-per-view to pick their guy, probably. But a New Day member. So, is any name jumping out to you guys?
Is there a problem that I say I don't care?
Oh,
no, what's funny is I was thinking. I mean, as long as it's not Bobby Roode,
it will not be Bobby Roode.
As long as it's not Bobby Roode.
If they want to turn Bobby Roode heel, that's a good way to do it.
No, it can't be a Raw guy. Now. It can't be a Raw guy. It cannot be a Raw guy.
Now it's going to be a Raw guy.
No, it's Brock Lesnar's the champion. He's not going to be there till SummerSlam. He's probably not going to lose at SummerSlam.
Raw's not stacked right now, though. They got to start stacking it. So why not? You know what wrestling does? Like when they need to start getting something back into shape, you just start throwing gimmicks at it, brother. So why wouldn't they give SmackDown or like Raw all of the advantages it could to try to bring it back at the moment? SmackDown doesn't need shit. It's
but SmackDown's on Fox.
I see Miz winning. I'm just me personally. I think.
He's my pick too. But I just don't really care. I don't know. I just don't like how they built this up.
I think Miz is the smart pick. Smart money on Miz.
I mean, I think
they've been real into him. He's been real good. They're sending him all over the
years.
Yeah, I think they'd be happy to send him all over the place to do media spots, like holding a briefcase.
It doesn't really fit for Finn or Braun with the way their characters are. It'd be cool if they had it because they World Championship, but they don't really fit either. But yeah, Miz doing the promo stuff.
Everyone would be the Money in the Bank briefcase holder in the Balor Club.
That's true.
You can market
that's
that.
True.
Miz and Bryan is the destination, so that's why I say they have to. Like even if they're not going to do it at Mania, if they do it before, whatever, that's where this is going to go.
So if you had to pick somebody on Raw, who do you think would be of the four people? Do you think it would be Strowman, Balor, Rude, or Owens? Who do you think would win it? If it was
Balor. Strowman.
Who's the worst one?
No, what?
That's what they'll do.
He's not wrong.
That would be Rude. Rude would be the worst.
Rude would happen.
I like Money in the Bank asshole Kevin Owens. I like that idea. That's not fun. A bad idea.
I think the two chances would be Balor or Owens.
I can see
Balor if they want to face, Owens if they want to go with a heel.
Yeah, and hey,
it's gonna be Bobby Rude.
Yeah, give it to him. Why not? He needs
Rude
something.
Would do good. He would be good with it. I think it would work. He can make that work.
I think it's down. I think it's down between Balor and Miz. I think as far as who's going to win it.
But Bomber, what about Kofi?
No. I know none of us have. We have not brought up a New Day.
I think Kofi has a shot, and I don't think he'd be a bad pick.
No, Kofi would be a fun pick because that would elevate him finally, but it's not happening. And Big E would be fun for the same reason.
Yeah.
Xavier Woods, you're fun. Anyway,
he's a mouthpiece.
You know what I think is going to happen? I think at some point all three guys are going to get involved in the match. No doubt. They're going to pick one person to do it, or maybe
they're going to have a pancake spot.
There will be a pancake spot, 100% on that. Yeah. They may not name the person until the pay-per-view, and then during the pay-per-view, one of them will jump in. They'll be in the match, and then another one might jump in like later in the match. Who knows what they're going to fucking do? It's New Day. They're going to do something wacky. They're going to do something. But unfortunately, I don't think a New Day guy's going to win.
It would be fun to see Kofi actually finally win one of these damn kind of things. Which I can kind of see them building toward. I can kind of see it.
I mean, man.
Yeah, because he's always been the guy, and they've been trying to say, like, oh, wouldn't it be great if he finally won it? What if he does?
Yeah, I mean it is possible.
There's better stuff happening right now.
I'm with Lee on this one. I think it'd be great.
Miz is going to win. I'm telling you guys are all debating so much, but Miz is the one that's going to win.
Oh, I mean, I agree, but I think it's fun to talk about what other choices, but...
I think it would have been fun 2 hours ago when we first started this podcast, but now we're like 3 minutes.
We are not even an hour and a half into the podcast, but...
That can't be true.
No, it is true. I have the recording. I'm looking at the recording right now.
Yeah, the Skype
it took me like an hour to get on.
Brad, he's closer to the black hole than we are, so that explains the time.
But anyway, yeah, it's probably going to be Miz. I do like how...
It's filled with people that could legitimately win it, and you'd be like, all right, but there's obvious winners.
Yes,
so.
I think it's going to be Miz, but I do like how it's not 100%. I think a couple other people could win this match, which means it's not very predictable. I think this overall as a show... completely when compared to the NXT show where I said I thought it was predictable, this show does seem very unpredictable. I don't know who's going to win. The men's Money in the Bank, the women's, both women's title matches could go either way as far as there could be DQs, there could be all kinds of stuff. There are some obvious ones, but I think this is a very unpredictable pay-per-view, which could prove to be good for WWE because one of their biggest complaints is how predictable they are as of late. So, I don't know. We'll see. I will be watching it. Is anybody in here not gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'll be watching.
This one 4 hours.
I'm gonna do a stream during it.
It'll be 5 hours, Peanut. It will be 5 hours, I believe. Right, everybody? I think
they're all 4 hours now.
No, I thought this was still treated as a big one though. I don't know.
No, they're all. No, it's got the pre-show on top. Unless it is 5, I don't think so.
I don't know. It may be.
I thought they were saying, I thought Jake. I heard that too. That this was like going to be considered one of the big 5 now. Like they were going to treat this like it was special.
I can find out real easy by going to WWE.com, seeing what time it starts. If it starts at 7, it's a 5. It starts at 7. Yeah, 7 Eastern.
EST.
Yep. Look right there, big Nia Jax, Ronda Rousey, right there, streaming live.
Yeah, that's what they've been promoting.
Yep. So it is 7. So it's probably going to be 6 o'clock. Yeah, it'll probably be a 5-hour show probably. So there you go. You got that to look forward to. The one thing I did want to point out that I was talking about earlier, I think it's funny how I feel wrestling in general is kind of in a boom period right now as far as the indies go, as far as NXT and obviously WWE's buy rates and everything and how much money they're making and All In and all this stuff. But yet WWE is still, there's so many complaints, and that goes to show you that even though wrestling as a whole, I feel, this is me personally by the way, as a whole is booming, WWE is fucking falling down on their fucking faces right now in terms of excitement, content, and just entertainment. And
I'm gonna counter that. I think it's booming for regular people. I think it's the people we've been watching for years that are starting to get pissed off.
You mean like hardcore fans?
Yeah, I think casual people, because I see more and more people that aren't lifetime fans getting into it now. Like it's starting to become more accessible, I think. But that's why I think like wrestling is so beautiful, because a lot of times you can just keep reusing the same ideas every 10 years or so, right? But they're kind of just reusing the same ideas every fucking week. Like it's kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, I heard a great argument, and I agree. It was Cornette. He was like, yeah, are they like really bad right now in terms of, you know, the way they're running the company, blah, this, that? He's like, no, not really, because this is the most this company has ever been worth. So, I mean, if that's the case, that's the case. So, I mean, I would just say at this point, even though we want something different than what they're providing just made them the most money they've ever made ever.
That's true. I mean, yeah, you can't argue how much money they're making, no matter what.
I think it's going to avalanche.
I think you made the perfect point, and there's nothing anyone else can add to that.
Yeah, they're going to fall on their faces though. They don't know how to handle this. I think, but we'll see.
Perfect. And I agree. Exactly.
When you get to that point, you start resting on your laurels. So yeah, it's going to be a problem.
What are you trying to say, Rab?
Just anyone who's still listening, understand that I'm just spiraling.
He's spiraling. There you go.
He's tired.
All right. Well, guys, I guess that is going to do it for this episode of Jobber Radio. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention, yeah, we're supposed to be bi-weekly, but we went back-to-back weeks. Why? First of all, for me, it's my birthday next week on a record date. Next Thursday is my birthday, so I won't be around. Yay to me, you guys. You can sing me happy birthday either in the chat.
Happy birthday to you.
There you go. Yeah, I like it.
Happy birthday. Hey, fuck you. Keep singing.
No, I gave up.
It's June 14th, by the way. You guys want to send me all my birthday wishes at Jobber Radio. Also, side note, I share a birthday with the president of the United States, Donald Trump. Me and Donald Trump have the same birthday.
It's all over his tip.
Okay. So, I don't even know how to end it now. Peanut, take us out of here.
I've really started watching the NHL finals.
Oh my God! You watch fucking hockey? Let's get the fuck out of here. This is over.
That's where Lee is.
Watching hockey.
Let's be real. Let's be real. That's where Lee is right now.
Lee's fucking at work somewhere.
He's Canadian.
But he's having sexual relations at his workplace.
What?
Wait, were you guys able to hear? Were you guys able to hear the fact that I was watching? Hockey?
I heard it sounded like somebody was like sucking on a wrapper of like a candy cane or something. I didn't know.
That's hockey.
Oh, is that what hockey sounds like?
Yeah.
That's what hockey sounds like.
Okay.
Good question.
Yeah.
Is the
All
show
right, bye
over?
guys.
Are
It's
we
been
out?
fun. Cheers.
Yep.
Are
So
we clear?
we're getting out of here. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
I thought we ended.